ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administration ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi ipagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabatikos yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap, yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang narating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked, and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, pagkaisa tayo, isipin natin.
That's unfair, and 5 to 7 points in the game.
To Del Fuentes.
Oh, wow. Delgado makes the shot and knocks it down. Malonga is open. 3-point.
Oh my goodness! Isang jumper by Robin Celis.
Nathaniel has time.
Now it's Martin Rosso. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness!
Ito ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, and we are back at the corn capital of the Philippines. We are in the city of Ilagan in Isabela, and we are back at the beautiful Capital Arena for our triple header ngayong Sabado dito lang sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. It's a welcoming, it's a homecoming para kay LJ Gonzalez, who grew up in this province. He's made a name for himself in Philippine basketball, but he goes back to his roots, and an opportunity for his fellow people here in Isabela to see him in action. John Fa has the responsibility to lead this Manila Batang Quiapo out of its slump. 6-game losing streak ang Manila as they take on the Quezon Huskers, who are looking to stay on top of that South Division. Mamaya, it's the Pasay Voyagers trying to continue their winning run against the struggling Batangas City Tandoy Rum Masters. And in the main game, the hosts Ilagan Isabela Cowboys take on the Jensen Warriors. Magandang hapon mga kaliga sa Dove Tupas, kasama si Coach Mike Perez. And Coach Mike, we are back in Ilagan. It's your first time here for sure. So what are your first impressions of Ilagan?
Well, I like the trip going here. Very interesting. Yung mga nakikita mong scenics as usual in every road game that we have, and promise to be very exciting games today.
Oo, mapapanood yung MPBL sa aming social media channels, Facebook and on YouTube. Magandang hapon po sa mga nanonood dyan. And we're also live on Solar Sports mamaya starting at 6 p.m. dito sa aming coverage ngayon. No? Kasama din natin a regular dito sa province of Isabela, Miss Gianna Lianes, who's actually been in and out of this province. Gianna, I'm pretty sure ikaw na yung dito, homecoming queen din.
Well, I love Isabela, and not just me, as you mentioned nga si Del, even LJ Gonzalez, kasi he grew up in San Mateo. Very interesting ang ibinahagi niya sa akin kanina. This is the very first time that he gets to play here in Isabela in his entire professional career, and it's extra special for him because his family is actually here in the audience. One of the very rare instances na makakapanood sila live ng isa niyang laro. Actually, LJ said that it's very special and he's reminiscing while he's here because he did grow up in the farm here at bihira lang siya nakakabalik ever since he moved to Manila during his high school basketball career. And even though he said it would have been a privilege to suit up for the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys for this season, his heart is still with the Quezon Huskers, especially because they were so close to getting the championship last year. At sana he provides that helping hand this season naman. He shares that it's the best of both worlds, getting to suit up for the Quezon Huskers and also playing here today. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, G. A beautiful report to start our coverage. Just really setting the tone of what's gonna happen today. And, you know, and speaking of what happened, ano ba to? Kailan ba to nangyari tong games na to? 2 weeks ago ba to nangyari? But parang kagabi pala to eh.
Oo nga, parang ilang oras pa lang.
Less than 24 hours ago, the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards are able to pull off a big overtime win against the Pangasinan Heatwaves. Obviously, becoming a sort of one of the best rivalries here in the MPBL. Abra surviving Cebu and Davao needing overtime to hold off Pasig City.
Yeah, that was an interesting game yesterday. Dalawang overtime wins and a close middle game. What more can you ask for if you're watching MPBL?
Oo, no? And check out the team standings at the moment. Kung nakikita nyo, you know, Nueva Ecija improving to 8-0 in the north. And Pangasinan dropping to 5-2. But as it stands, ang hirap because, you know, a lot of teams are improving. And itong mga usual powerhouse teams, you know, they've also held their ground.
Yeah, if you're in the top, you want to stay at the top. You want to in the middle, you want to go into the top 4. And for the teams that's showing action today in the North Division, Pasay will and Ilagan will not continue a win streak after winning both against Parañaque. Itong Manila naman talagang naghahanap ng susunod pa nila yung panalo.
Oo, no, nandiyan yung Manila sa ilalim ng ating North Division. And South Division naman, Parañaque, the only winless team so far. And Quezon right there at the top with a 6-1 record. Zamboanga at 6-2, Rizal 3 straight losses sila, so 5-3, and Muntinlupa at 4-1. But you know, Batangas 3-4, but we all know that they are better than what their record is showing at the moment.
Yeah, and definitely, and the way the Rum Masters really play, you know that eventually those win streaks are gonna come in the season.
Oh, no, Quezon Huskers talk about a winning streak. They were the losing finalists last season, and they are the reigning South Division champions, and they are playing like the South Division champions at the moment. Ang ganda na pinapakita nila this season so far. Although they lost a game, na unti-unti na silang nakakabawi at they're finding their groove again.
Yeah, and yun sa game na yun against Pasig, they really jumped out on an early lead after the first quarter, turned it into a halftime advantage. They continued that stretch, led by as much as 25 points. JP Sarao had 11, Judel Fuentes, LJ, and Gabayni had 10 points apiece. Well, really just domination there. Really good 48% field goal shooting, a plus 11 on rebounds, more points in the paints. The fast break points, hindi ganun kalaki ang diferensya, pero enough for the Quezon Huskers to win.
Oh, no. And Manila, on the other hand, suffered another heavy defeat. This time sa mga kamay ng Zamboanga Sikat. And, alam mo, you know, to Manila, they are a young team, but always a dangerous team if you give them that bit of a chance.
Yeah, actually mga teams na mga young teams ngayon, katulad nitong Manila, alam mong meron potential. It's just the, you know, maybe some point in time they're gonna get those wins. And in this particular game, you know, 6 Feet defeated already by an average of 29 points. Again, 7 less 3-point makes, 15 less rebounds and 12 less points in the bench. Just, commanding win there by Zamboanga over Manila.
So hindi na natin patatagalin pa. Now, the homecoming game of LJ Gonzalez for the Quezon Huskers as they take on Manila. Let's go to Richard Tampos.
Arena, Ilagan, Isabela. Welcome to the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7. Our first match is between Quezon and Manila. Now let's meet the starters. Beginning with the Quezon Huskers. At forward number 77, Gab Banal. To guard number 2, Judel Fuentes. Playing center number 5, Simon Sandagon. Forward number 17, Jason Opiso. And at point guard number 13, your very own from San Mateo, Isabela, LJ Gonzalez. The head coach is Eric Gonzalez, assisted by Richie Tixon, Nash Rosella, Ed De La Torre, Luis Nolasco, Jonathan De Guzman, Bernard Tiguilla, and Jeric Teng. The team manager, Attorney Don Capuna. The team honors, Governor Doc Helen Tan, Congressman Mike Tan, and Mayor Ralph Lim. Starting for Manila, Batang Quiapo. At forward number 77, Red Eusebio. The other forward, number 73, John Baltazar. Playing center, number 23, Decoy Lopez. Point guard, number 13, John Faa. Also at guard, number 3, the Hawkeye, Achi Inigo. Manila will be led by Bang Tumapat, with the Clint Cusarin and RJ Jonero. Team manager Ivan Villaflor. Team governor Ado Salazar. Team honors Raymond Ang and Emilio Chu.
Starting 5 is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. The Quezon starts with San Mateo native LJ Gonzalez, Judel Fuentes, Simon Sandagon, Gab Banal, and Jason Opiso. Manila we'll have John Fa, Achi Inigo, Decoy Lopez, John Baltasar, and Red Eusebio. Our officials, J.R. Francisco, Maynard Centeno, and J.P. Abobo. The substitute referee is J. Castro Verde. The ball is up and we are underway, and quickly LJ Gonzalez comes up with a steal.
And look for LJ Gonzalez to be, very interested and excited to be back home.
And Gabanalo sinks the first basket of the game.
On the bright side, that's the first assist para dito kay LJ Gonzalez. And these guys will make shots from the outside, and so did Decoy Lopez right there on make 3.
And Manila also on the board. Gabanal dumps it down low. Sandagon scores.
Very early, Simon Sandagon getting himself involved inside, understanding na rim protection medyo challenge para dito sa Manila. Missed shot.
Fa misses. Inigo. Nice pass inside. Eusebio able to draw the foul and score underneath.
And you like that Eusebio immediately after getting that possession went to the rack, went to the glass, and Hawkeye found Eusebio, and Eusebio found the glass and able to shoot it above Opiso. You understand itong Quezon Huskers, if they get an opportunity to challenge your shot, they will always will.
6-5. Inside, Sandagon losing the handle. Fa in a foot race. Pulls back. Eusebio thought about it. Labas kay Decoy Lopez pulls the trigger. No good. Rebound. Kuha ni Jason Opiso.
So far, maganda ang pinapakita nitong Manila. Early goings, defensive transition. Kahit magminti sa labas, bumababa kagad lahat ng kanilang mga players.
Fa on the move. The spin. No finish.
It's challenged right there by LJ and Judel of Court Huskers.
Here's Judel Fuentes.
Switch, titira.
No. Bigay kay Banal sa ilalim. Sandagon. Trying to kick it out to LJ Gonzalez. LJ rises, shoots, no good. Manila on the move, up by 1. Inigo knocks down the 3.
Well, this is something that's really good that Manila can build on. They're looking very sleek when it comes to the three-point shots. Decoy earlier, and now it's Hoka Inigo. I love that moniker.
Gusto ko rin yun. Yung kapatid niya, si Coach Axel na.
Yep, Coach Axel.
Fuentes, he hits from beyond the arc.
And hindi mo naman mawawala talaga yung mga three-point makes yan in a game para dito kay Jadel Fuentes. So,
I like this matchup, Coach. Fa and Gonzalez.
agree.
Parehong speedster eh.
Tsaka may kanya-kanyang kwento no? Very inspiring guys.
Jadel, short. Opiso with the rebound. Here's Banal inside.
Nice.
Jason Opiso for 2.
Nagkalimutan na doon si John Baltasar kung sinong ko-cover kay Jason Opiso. Everybody was busy with that side ball screen action.
Fa picks up his dribble. They go to Lopez. The swing. Inigo from the corner. No good.
Sipag bumaba ng mga Manila Quiapo team. And, that's rightfully so if you wanna stay at least in pace, lalo na sa first frame kasi madalas dyan iniiwanan ng Huskers yung kanilang mga kalaban eh.
Sandagon inside. Strip. Manila back the other way. Inigo. Bigay kay Decoy. Back to Inigo. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Fa. Decoy Lopez, good line on the 3. Mintis.
Tama, ganda ng tira na yun, diretso-diretso.
Judel, the in and out, the spin, the no-look pass. Sandagon inside, no. Inigo picks it up.
Somehow may nakikita kang mga situations na maganda ang coverage inside sa interior defense itong Manila Batang Quiapo team.
Baltasar is fouled.
Basta patuloy lang na kumakat pagka every time na may opening, yan ang kailangan gawin itong Manila para sa kanilang koponan.
This is our assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Naging masyadong busy sila with that side ball screen. Decoy Lopez was actually guarding the other corner 3 for a shooter pero naiwan sa loob si Opiso. A good find for the Huskers.
Tied at 10. Under 6 minutes to play here.
So far, we've had, 7 field goals and 4 doon ang galing sa 3 points, no? Tigalawa itong Manila and Quezon. If you're Manila, you're gonna like that. To stay in that percentage gives you, more opportunities to get points with lesser attempts.
Banal, atake sa gitna, taken away by Baltasar. Takbo ang Manila. That's a missed layup. Nakapasok lang na si Ambrosio. Sandagon gets it back and he finishes up top.
Classic sample of big man giving it up and getting it back for a little give and go. You gotta keep moving if you're the big man. Nice pass inside though.
Ambrosio scores underneath.
Ganda ng pasahan ng Manila. That's what they already have 5 assists to this game and nagagawa nila yan kasi patuloy na kumikilos hindi nakatayo lang sa labas.
And I think it's more of the pace that they're playing. Kaya hindi nakaset up din ang depensa nitong Huskers.
Mas favorable sa kanila. Good line drive though by Jadel Fuentes. That's the dangerous thing about Jadel. Kung hindi yan titira sa labas, one dribble, pull up, one dribble, couple dribbles, layup, he can work on those both.
The Baltasar, though. Hindi mo rin pwedeng na, if you're Manila, you cannot be, if you're Quezon, you cannot be lulled into, just allowing Manila to get their confidence.
Agree.
Banal. You don't mind though if you're hitting.
If you're hitting.
Those shots.
Okay lang, pero hanggang kailan, na makakasagot ka pang ganun. And something's gotta give on that aspect. But Manila so far, I'm sure masaya sila na nakaka 3 points sila at nakakapag-assist sila na maayos. Another point action right there in the paint for
Good
Ambrosio.
move
Yeah.
by Justin Ambrosio. Tied at 17. Under 4 minutes to play. It's a high-scoring first quarter. Banal, LJ, drop pass. Simon Sandagon for two.
Ganda talaga ng reads. Oh, LJ with a steal.
Wants to take it all the way, and LJ Gonzalez
Yeah,
with his family watching.
yeah.
Ilang ticket kaya binili ni LJ?
Alam mo, ang sarap ng pakiramdam niya, no? Coming back home on a humble, really good humble story, and you know, yung achievements mo very inspiring din sa mga ka-hometown mo.
Yeah. And he is, oh, what a block by
What a block.
Baltasar. And LJ is someone who really honors his roots, no? And Jose Fuentes, you can, in the same manner, Manila cannot allow
Quezon.
to also get into this free-flowing game.
Tama naman.
Decoy, shot fake, lumapit, off one leg on that shot.
Nang hinayang rin si Decoy doon, alam niya pasok na yung tira niya. You know, he was up close and missed it.
The three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Judel Fuentes knocking down the three. Platoon substitution here for the Huskers. Magbuhos, Pagara, Niero, Sarao, and Abundo are in the game.
Medyo small ball ng konti dito ang Huskers.
Flores, Albo, Andaya ang pumasok na dito for Manila.
What a seal.
JP Sarao, one of the best in the MPBL when it comes to that.
Oo. Tsaka ang lalim ng depensa no?
Well, let's check in with Gianna Llanes.
Si Dolphin Coach Mike, ayon sa coaching staff ng Manila, it's really as if they're starting from scratch this season with this new Manila lineup, but they remain hopeful. The team with this complete lineup was only together for 1 week before their first game. However, some of them were able to participate in a pocket tournament in Abra under Coach Maxi's leadership before the start of the season. Sabi nga nila, we need to just become more organized so we can call ourselves a team, not just strong players. At yun daw ang ipapakita nila ngayon, especially going against Quezon today. Coach Maxi is not here because of an emergency, but their team consultant, Coach Jean Tumapat, is the one leading the way for their team for this game. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Gianna. And alam mo, it's all a matter of establishing really your identity. And this is a Manila team that's young, but they're very hardworking, and alam mo, papahirapan ka eh.
Oo, tsaka may magandang mixture din, alam mo si Delph, ng ng mga youth and experience. I mean, you have Andaya, Richard Albo, you mix it up with guys like John Fa. These guys are eventually gonna learn. Well, if not for the stint last season of the Manila SB squad, you'd think na talagang rookie players itong mga karamihan dito sa Manila team.
Albo launches the three. That won't go. Abundo quickly to Magbuhos. Couple of fakes, Mintis on the second serving. He puts it in.
Katulad nga sinabi mo, hindi pwedeng magpaka-kumpiyansa rin ang Quezon Huskers dito against Manila.
28-19 as the Huskers race to a 9-point advantage here. Magbuhos missing, and he puts it back in. 28-19, minute and 4 seconds remaining in the first period.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, para sa 100% pagbabago, para sa 100% paglilingkod, para sa 100% Pinas. 50 tayo, 50 si MD, kahati mo si Manny.
Judel Fuentes finished with 10 points against Pasig City. 8 in the fourth quarter, and the outcome was already settled, but this is one guy that really Quezon needs to get going. Kasi alam naman natin kung a very streaky shooter itong si Judel Fuentes.
Oo, tsaka karamihan ng ginagawa ng Quezon, predicated so much on three-point makes and rim attacks. And so he's a good part of that offensive threat para dito sa Huskers.
Abundo comes up with the steal. Sarao. Vince. Pagaran from the corner. No. Sarao inside the paint. Still no good. Agawan sa rebound and won by Flores. Landoy. Now with Flores. An offensive foul on Richard Albo.
Nagkatamaan pa nga ng tuhod doon sa action na yun.
This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Ganda ng pagkakamisdirect ni Gab doon. Akala nila ibibigay doon sa roller pero swung it on the other side of the floor, took that second side and stayed there for the attack.
Last shot time para dito sa Quezon Huskers. 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Abundo, the in and out dribble. Labas kay Magbuhos. Abundo, the swing. Hierro for 3. Short. That will do it. The first quarter in the books dito sa Capital Arena in the city of Ilagan. Quezon Huskers on a roll. Shooting 50% in that first period, including 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Del Fuentes with a couple of three-pointers. Manila, Batang Quiapo doing their best to stay in the thick of the fight. Also making three-pointers. Gabanal also with a couple of trays. But we end the first period with Quezon ahead 28-19.
Sa 100% pag-unlad, para sa 100% pagbabago, para sa 100% paglilingkod, para sa 100% Pinas. 50 tayo, 50 si MB, kahati mo si Manny.
The Quezon Huskers with a tough 2-game stretch. After this one, they take on the Pangasinan Heatwaves in the home court of the Heatwaves next week. And after that, it's a rematch with the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, and that's happening on their home floor in Lucena. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Well, I'm pretty sure yung mga fans nitong Quezon would wanna be there when they go up against the defending champions, because that was one team that denied that championship title para dito sa Huskers last season. Oh, travel, that's a good call. Ang daya hawak yung bola sa corner. Na-attempt na pumasok agad, nakitang free up yung baseline side.
12 of 24 for Quezon. Manila, 7 of 18. Inside, Hierro. Good hard cut to the basket for Hierro.
Yeah, weak side 45 cut para kay Hierro, and without any rim protection inside, that was an easy find.
Andaya in trouble underneath.
Well, Elgin Andaya is gonna be depended on more when it comes to perimeter shooting, lalo na if the three-point shooting goes sour.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Nandoy knocks down the 3.
Ngayon, kung yung 3 points na yan, isa sa mga talagang pupuntahan nila para sa puntos. Speaking of Manila, then they really gotta work on it. And I feel as you see JP Sarao go for that straight line drive. Maganda rin naman yung naging shooting nila dito, 44% from 3. Not bad for Manila.
Gamble on the steal there, Andaya, and then JP Sarao baiting them into that three-point play opportunity. He misses the bonus. Ten-point lead for Quezon. Isang tres na yon. Back the other way, the Huskers. Hierro. They go to Sarao at the free throw line. JP Sarao.
So far, wala pa nakaka-contain kay JP Sarao inside. Every time that he gets that ball inside that paint, close proximity, nobody's been able to deny him that pass. And once he gets it, deny him that drive or that shot in the paint.
And JP Sarao, part of the All-MPBL team last season. Only played 13 and a half minutes against Pasig, but finished with 11 and 6. Let's check in with Jan.
Hindi daw in-expect ni JP Sarao na makukuha niya ang Best Player Honors last game dahil marami daw ang magagaling sa kupunan nila. Sabi ni JP na he is still in disbelief that he is playing for South Division champions Quezon and they approached him pa to play for them. For so many seasons daw sa MPBL, hindi siya pinapansin until he got his big break last season. Kaya ang payo lang niya sa ibang players, laging doble effort pagdating sa ensayo. Kahit feel mo na walang makakakita ng efforts mo, darating din yan ang moment mo sa tamang panahon. Because of his patience daw, he is now enjoying the fruits of his labor. Back to you guys.
Such a beautiful story. JP Sarao, really one of a pioneer in this league.
Agree?
Nagsimula yan sa Imos. Ito si JP Sarao, bounced around the league. A few teams, ended up with Nueva Ecija. Was not, hindi siya masyadong nagamit sa Nueva Ecija. And then, really bet on himself when he moved to Parañaque. Imagine mo, malis ka dun sa isang champion team eh.
Agree.
And then, ngayon, maganda na yung kinalabasan ng kanyang career making the move to Quezon. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Yeah, and I like how, Diana's report mentioned about hindi niya inaalala kung ano yung mga ibang iniisip sa labas. Basta patuloy lang siya na to improve himself, speaking of JP. And sometimes, really goes down to your why, why you want to do it. And he just continues to want to be playing, and so he just keeps going at his best. And right now, he's playing for the Huskers, who saw action in the finals last season, being a part of the key rotation, and he hits another 3 here on JP.
And JP Sarao already with 9 points. Here's Dandoy. Cielo. Hindi makalusot kay Hierro. Bautista. Pagaran comes up with the steal. Topping la grama to Hierro. Hierro drops it off to JP Sarao.
Well, that's a tough fast break if you're Quezon Huskers. Topeng Lagrama with the ball. You've got Vince Magbuhos playing in the corner. Hierro dishing over to JP Sarao. All those 4 actually involved on that side of the floor for that offense. Oh, good find inside again. This is where they become very dangerous when they start, dishing out assists.
Ang maganda dito is that Pagaran yan, Hierro sort of addresses the need to be a little bit athletic sa kanilang lineup.
Totoo yun. Patuloy pa rin naman ang 3 points nito ni Deco Lopez. Pero yun nga, yung athleticism na binibigay nito ni Pagaran.
What a pass, Magbuhos.
Talk about sticking to your why. He just keeps on moving based on the principles of the Huskers offensively.
Cielo with a hand in his face. 13 points already para kay JP Sarao. That's the first basket for Cielo. Topeng Lagrama. Vince Magbuhos. Joshua Hierro. Hierro. Atake. Basket plus the foul.
Well, inabangan nila yung drive down the middle on that side ball screen action, but coaches would always tell you reject as many screens as you can, which is exactly what Yero did. That defense came in late and was strong enough to finish with that rack.
No help there on that drive from Joshua Yero, who has 4 assists already.
Tsaka si Yero, pag tinignan mo, defensively parang Kenneth Mocon ba na may offensive threat na kayang sumabay sa mga scoring wings no?
Oo. Laki na katawan eh.
Oo, yeah.
Eman Tagle, who celebrated his birthday recently. Homegrown player.
Yep.
Eusebio, left-handed scoop won't go. RJ Minerva picks up the rebound. Bunyag is in the game. Topeng Lagrama in and out. Rebound ni Decoy Lopez. Fa. Spin. Fa. Hang time. Too strong. Out of control. Bunyag with the rebound. Bunyag. Pass was intercepted. Inigo fading away. No. Topeng Lagrama not giving up. Gets the steal.
Chapa Eman.
Tagle for 3. No. Lopez secures the rebound. Eusebio to Fa. Decoy. Good closeout. Eusebio. Corner 3. Inigo. And Pagaran able to bring it down for the Huskers.
Haba na nung rally, wala pa nakakashoot dito.
Here's Topeng Lagrama. Lagrama from way downtown. That's short.
Somebody's gotta make a basket here.
Red Eusebio. Atake sa gitna. Kapos. Fa. Daming nakaputi doon sa loob ng pintura. Kaya labas muna si Fa. They swing it over. Inigo with a runner.
Sabi ni Achi, mamaya na tayo tumira sa labas. Lahat tayo tumitira na lang doon. Ako naman sa loob. To dribble with a floater going the side of the floor.
Eman Tagle. Pagaran. Macrims the 3. Balik kay Tagle. Under 4 minutes to play. Eman. The bounce pass to Bunyag. He is fouled. 2 free throws coming up.
This new unit on the floor for the Huskers, medyo challenge makakuha ng field goal makes. See this run right here.
This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Pop Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke.
And JP Saraos got 13 after that make. And ito si Christian Bunyog. I recall, having covered some of these games in his college team in Mapua. Understand, he played alongside sila Lawrence Victoria, Paulo Hernandez,
Warren
Bonifacio, yeah, those guys.
Well, nauna to eh. Itong si Christian eh.
Correct.
48-34, 14-point advantage for Quezon. Decoy, no. Eusebio, the turnaround shot is good.
Steady rin yung Eusebio sa loob, ilang beses na natin nakitang nakakascore yan in the perimeter. He got 5 in this game.
LJ Gonzalez the drive, the drop pass, and RJ Minerva scores.
So far si LJ settling for being a facilitator on that side, on the offensive
Naiya
side.
pa.
Tumatiming pa. Baka pinaparami pa yung tao sa Coliseum.
Inigo knocks down the 3. That's his second from that area.
Yeah, it's 2 out of 4 rather from 3. Itong si Hawkeye Axel Inigo. Birthday boy with a 3? No.
A loose ball foul.
Find sa corner.
Oo, ang ganda ng release ni Hachi doon.
Naging Hawkeye ba siya dahil sa buhok o
Hindi, sa celebration niya.
celebration niya? Okay.
8 points and 4 assists para kay Hachi Inigo. I'm sure his parents are proud.
Oh yeah.
And kung malapit lang tong Ilagan, nandito sila tito and tita eh.
Correct. Always watching the games of both Inigos.
Opiso to LJ Gonzalez. Tagle for 3. Still no good. Tapikan ng bola, ends up with Eusebio. Eusebio, aggressive. Eusebio, foul.
And I'm pretty sure sila Coach Eric, you know, kahit na ito medyo they've been on the driver's seat for quite a while. They still are looking for kinks in that Quezon Huskers. So, you know, things they want to improve as you go on.
Red Eusebio at the line. And Quezon shooting 53% at the moment. And these are players, itong Manila, just relishing their opportunity to, I think, learn more about the game of basketball. Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances and Subok at Kompleto Appliance Brand ng Pilipinas. You know, they have a really great opportunity really to develop here sa MPBL.
Agree. And yung developmental part of not just of some teams in the league, but even the players to be able to go up with these other caliber players and experience really gives you that opportunity para matuto. Katulad nitong si LJ Gonzalez, who's been really an inspiration to a lot of the hometown fans here in Isabela.
Fa.
Oh, this is a good battle here between Fa and LJ.
Hindi siya pinagbibigyan ni LJ. Eusebio misses the 3. LJ Gonzalez on the move. Fa takes it away. Alvarez will get the 2 points. I like the pride being shown by John Fa after he got stifled there by LJ Gonzalez. Binalikan niya ng isang agaw. Sandagon inside. He scores plus the foul.
And Sandagon, to my opinion, best operates that close to the rim, back to the basket, one dribble face-off. Because of his athletic ability, and right now, you know, the driving side to the right side of the floor, pretty much his strong hand for that make. Tsaka tama ka doon, si John Fa kanina, kahit papano, pinahirapan ni LJ. Pero tuloy lang, laro lang, laban pa rin. And so far, Manila doing real good from 3. While itong Quezon, they're 5 of 16 at 31%. 41% naman para dito sa Manila.
54-42, Fa with the crossover. Fa in the lane. Labas kay Decoy Lopez. That's a 3 again.
So far, Decoy really getting comfortable with that 3 attempts, and his teammates are actually feeding him. And Decoy Lopez right now is 3 out of 7 from there. Oh, offensive rebound continues to be a challenge for Manila as Simon Sandagon and Jason Apis and the rest of the Huskers really making it difficult for them to get that rebound.
This is the 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Decoy Lopez. Suki ng 3-point shot of the game.
Challenge ni Simon yun, yung tira na yun. Pero still able to launch and hit it.
25 seconds remaining in the half. Ang bilis ng first half natin.
Ang bilis talaga.
Just the way I like it.
Kung ako si Coach Christian, malamang kumanta na ako.
Hindi kasi Christian Watson. Uy, wag mo ano yun kasi nag-ano yun.
Coach, I love
sensitive yun ngayon. Natalo Lakers kanina.
I love Coach Christian. I'm a fan.
Natalo Lakers kanina, Coach Christian. Sorry to hear that. 55-45, the Huskers right in front. 25.6 seconds remaining in the first half. The Manila Batang Quiapo will face the Muntinlupa Cagers on May 1. May 9, they take on the Quezon City Galleries Taipan, and on May 16, Imos Brotherhood, Grumpy Joe. So, you know, after a medyo mabigat na schedule, may ano na, may konting, hindi naman sinasabi natin na sure ang panalo, pero kahit papano, the top teams, hindi na muna makakalaban ng Manila.
Kumbaga, mas closer tier to where they are right now. Pero ang Muntinlupa, medyo maganda rin ang record.
Ay, sorry. Boss Kaiser.
Boss Kais. Happy Kais daw eh. Happy Kais, di ba?
Sad daw.
Sad.
55 45. It's a frenetic first half, and JP Sarao figured prominently in that first half, shooting 5 of 6 from the field, 13 points, all coming in the second canto. And JP Sarao, just an amazing story, finding himself with the South Division champions, and he's repaid the trust and faith of the coaching staff, leading the way in this first half. 10-point lead for the Huskers.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, para sa 100% pagbabago, para sa 100% paglilingkod, para sa 100% Pinas. 50 tayo, 50 si MB, kahati mo si Manny.
Para sa atlitang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan.
At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
We are still live here at the Capital Arena in Ilagan, Isabela for Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. It is halftime for our first game for today between Manila and Quezon. The score is 55-45 in favor of Quezon. Ako po si Gianna Llanes at kasama ko ngayon si Sir Jolo Tupas, part of the management of the Quezon Huskers. Jolo, narinig ko na your team was actually here in Isabela a few days before this game. You got to explore. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? And kung kamusta naman ang experience niyo so far dito sa Isabela?
First of all, gusto ko lang sana magpasalamat sa mga tiga Quezon na nanonood sa mga bahay nila. Hello po sa inyo. Salamat sa mga suporta niyo. Yes, dito na kami since April 24 and sobrang thankful kami sa Ilagan sa hospitality na pinakita nila. Ginaguide nila kami sa mga destinations na pwede namin puntahan. Kaya yun, medyo nakapag-relax yung team pagdating namin dito.
Now let's talk about this game. And your past games, rin kitang-kita na no matter what the opponent, todo kasal pa rin ang inyong kupunan. Paano nyo ginagamit bilang motivation na gusto nyo na talaga masungkit ang championship sa season na ito?
Well, yun, pipilitin pa rin namin makaabot sa championship. And yun nga, since ganito, naroon pa rin namin yung same system para kahit anong game, we treat it as important pa rin. Yun.
And you mentioned everybody supporting your team who are watching from home right now. Sino ang gusto mong pasalamatan?
Ayun, thank you ulit sa mga taga Quezon na nanonood. Kayo po talaga yung support sa amin. Nagawa namin to para sa inyo. And gusto ko lang po batiin yung mga bosses namin. Boss RD, Gov Helen Tan, Kong Mike Tan, Doc Kim Tan, and syempre yung #1 fan ng Huskers, Malik and Kobe. Hello po sa inyo.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was Sir Jolo Tupas, part of the management of the Quezon Huskers. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administration ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi ipagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabati ko yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap. Yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang narating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked, and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas, 50 ka. 50 tayo, 50 si MB. Kahati mo, si Manny.
Halftime here at the Capital Arena in the city of Ilagan, Isabela, kung saan ang Quezon Huskers led by LJ Gonzalez in his homecoming, leading by 10 against the Manila Batang Quiapo. The Huskers shooting 51% and dominating all categories here. Pero nakita natin that if you don't, if you allow Manila to get on their offense, mahirap silang iiwan.
Yeah, maganda rin na naging recovery kahit papaano nung nakakashoot na ng medyo madaming 3-pointers itong Manila. And to their side, they also did well at 8 of 18, 44% for Manila. Pero malaking bagay yung rebounds and offensive rebounding, 27 and 9 in favor of Quezon. And out of that, they got a plus 24 inside points because they dominated the paint.
No. It was a half where JP Sarao actually really did well. Decoy Lopez making 3 3-pointers. Inigo had a couple of 3-pointers. So, alam natin kung saan nanggagaling dito ang opensa galing sa Manila Batang Quiapo. On the other hand, JP Sarao, 13 points. Nakita mo yung 13 points na yan. Halos hindi niya pinaparamdam na 13 points.
Oo.
So sobrang humble nitong batang to.
Oo. Walang kakibu-kibu lang, basta laro lang ng laro no? No, but the JP alongside Pagaran and Yero have really formed part of that 26 bench point output para dito sa Huskers. That was key.
That's a tough shot galing kay Fa.
John Fa, you remember how one of the players of Pampanga, CJ Delfino, is called the Tasmanian Devil, right? And so there's one social media account, Bolang Gala, who calls John Fa as the Tasmanian Angel. And so these two are parang may rivalry rin ba, so to speak, between these two?
Natapos na yung matchup nila
No.
Natapos na yung laban ng Pampanga at Manila kasi.
These guys are very promising if you ask me.
Oo. And they are playing in the right league.
Agree.
To develop them.
At this level, talagang marami kang matututunan. And JP now misses from outside.
It's over the top.
As Eusebio missed that shot from outside. And we're still waiting for an LJ explosion here in the third quarter. I think there's many people already in the gym for him to show off some scoring.
Ayan natin si LJ Gonzalez. He plays in his own pace. What a pass!
Oh, wow.
Ganda na pasa na yan. Judel Fuentes.
Tsaka always that corner basket cut. Gamit na gamit yan itong Quezon Huskers. Travel. Sideline pa nga right? Somehow yung sideline na yan, iba na rin ang naging dating sa violation.
The play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Few more game with 1xBet. Naalala mo yung yung Reynel Papa Ray Hognatan
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, nakalimutan ko na yun. Dumaan lang sa reels sa Facebook. And I was listening to us and how that happened. Talaga namang it was a moment na very rare.
You know why? You know why it was also very rare? Kasi sobrang intense ng laban na yun.
Correct.
What a move here. Galing kay LJ Gonzalez driving to his left and finishing with the left. He could not complete the three-point play, and Inigo answers right back.
The arrows continue to be out for Axel Inigo.
Achi
rather. He's that's his third triple.
Yeah, he's got 11.
Yep.
Jodel with an acrobatic finish. 11 points para kay Inigo, and
Ayan pa, isa.
he gets it back. He'll fire again and he'll miss this time.
Oh, they have one other guard that's not here pala. It's Ivan Ludovice of Manila. So I was saying parang may isa pang guard na wala.
LJ, that's his 5th assist of the game. Here he comes again. LJ to Jodel. Jodel wide open. Layup.
Pretty good seal screen by JP Sarao as well to open up that side for Jodel.
Huskers breaking away here in the 3rd period. Gonzalez with his 6th assist. Jodel Fuentes with a finger roll off the glass for the finish. Timeout muna ang Manila, Batang Quiapo.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas, 50 tayo, 50 si MP. Kahati mo, si Manny.
Hachi Inigo finished with 12 points against Zamboanga, 5 rebounds and 8 assists as well. Kay Hawkeye, and he's got 11 now in the ball game. Let's go to Gianna Llanes.
So Delphin Coach Mike, we can witness as the game goes on, Achi Inigo is really leading the way for Manila. A big factor can be that prior to joining Manila this season, he was actually trying out with Quezon. Malapit daw kasi talaga si Achi sa mga coaches ng Huskers because of his experience playing in FEU. So he tried out his chemistry with Quezon during the offseason before finding his place in Manila. In fact, komportable daw talaga siya being around Quezon's players as most of them were his friends even before the MPBL. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, G, and dugong tama raw yan. So si Achi Inigo, and of course access also from the Tamaraw. So check out the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X-Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
And you always look forward to having guys that you played in the past at this level, makasama mo pa rin.
And played for.
And played for, right?
Oo.
Yeah.
Eusebio, well defended by Banal. 67 to 50. Fuentes. Labas kay LJ Gonzalez for 3. Yes.
LJ Gonzalez, 3 points. And LJ so far, I think 5 here in this quarter, and he's starting off real good.
Oh, but Inigo continues his scoring tear here.
Hindi na ubusan ng pana si si Hawkeye.
10 of 24 already for Manila.
And that percentage has switched right now. Nasa 40% level na itong Manila with a really good 3-point shooting of Inigo.
Under 6 minutes to play in the third. JP Sarao with a chance to add to his tally. Natulak na yung free throw na yun. One for 2.
Coach Eric Gonzalez right there, of course, as usual, leading these Huskers, hopefully into another national finals stint. Oh, and Joem Sebandaos watching this game. Mukhang nag-i-scout na to si Joem para sa mga susunod na kalaban niya.
Si Josh Ayero dito eh.
Oh, yeah. Magkasama ba sila noon?
Adamson.
Yeah, sa Adamson.
Tsaka si Coach Nash.
Ayaw nga pala from
player,
Adamson.
player ni Coach Nash yan, si Joe M.
Right.
Napantalo, Joe M,
Right.
Banal, nailing the 3.
At saka quality minutes si Joe M. Oh, another run by the Huskers.
Nagbuhos. Oh, great. Steal by Fa, but he turns the ball over.
Vince was also, Adamson, magbuhos?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I recall that.
Baltasar returns for Decoy Lopez. Also hit a 3 earlier to see Baltasar.
And Manila's down 21, pero nararamdaman mo kahit papaano, the way that they compete is, they got a lot of efficiencies. I mean, you shoot 42% against Quezon, who is a very good defensive team. You're doing something right.
Judel could not hit from beyond the arc. Ambrosio with a rebound. Here's Fa. Puts on the moves against Abundo. Little shake and bake, hindi makalusot. Abundo giving up the foul.
Iba rin ang footwork nitong ni John Fa. Good find in the corner.
Fa, 10 seconds to work with. Fa to Baltasar. Ooh.
Nang hinayang si John doon.
Kasi libreng-libre.
Oo.
And Magbuhos makes way for Jason Apiso. This is the great move of the game. Board for greatness. This was a fadeaway earlier. Galing kay John Fa.
May fake handoff pa bago mo fumade away.
Fuentes. Oh, what a move.
Wow. Na-master na rin niya yung one-hander na yan,
Oh, lakas ng katawan Fa, off the glass and in.
Pero kung paano niya kasi ginigrip yung bola, hindi naman gano'ng kalaki yung kamay niya Pero he stays in control with that rock.
Grabe yung inside scoring. Ang layo. 52-16, I believe. Abundo fires a 3. Iba ni Inigo. That's his 5th rebound of the night. And a steal by Fuentes. 3-on-1 break. Opiso is fouled and the bucket counts.
And ano na naman yun?
Counts.
Ano na naman ulit yun? Points in the paint na naman yun. Mostly if it's points in the paint, the first thing that you look at is yung offensive rebounding. Pero right now, hindi ganun kalaking difference
This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split type air conditioners.
And the reason that I point out yung hindi ganun kalaki yung difference ng offensive rebound nila, which is 9 and 5, it really speaks of the kind of interior defense nitong Manila against Quezon. It's tough.
80-57. Look at Fa. What a drive. Alam mo, hindi madali iusog. Si Muscle Man 2.0 Josh Rayero
Tama. 2.0 nga,
Fuentes with a quick response.
Para iusog mo ng ganun yun. Matindi yun.
Tingnan natin kung anong gagawin niya ulit dito. Fa. Baltasar. Taken away by Abundo. Alvin Abundo is denied by Ambrosio.
Well, you love the compete of these guards.
Bawal yun. Bawal yun. Yung kay Ambrosio. Sa camp and play. Tingnan natin yung drive dito ni John Fa. Inusog si Natawa ka, Coach.
Just love the ball movement.
Hindi. We were, we've been having a lot of nice conversations here.
Chit-chats.
In Ilagan. And kanina kasama namin yung coaching staff ng Batangas. Si Coach Dino kasi.
Oo, yung liga nila, no?
Hindi, yung grupo nila, yung Camp and Play. Coach Nash, membro doon. Coach Dayong of San Miguel. Coach Dayong Mendoza.
Dayong Mendoza.
Ngayon kwento niya na bawal daw yung chase down.
Chase down. Parang may bawal pang pumas break pag ganito.
Hindi. No, siguro.
Hindi naman.
Para daw to balance the playing field, di ba? May coaches challenge tayo dito. Magbabalik kami.
The challenge made by the Quezon Huskers is successful. There was no foul on Simon.
Successful challenge for Coach Eric. So, walang foul on Simon Sandagon.
Wala nga naman.
Wala nga naman.
Oo.
Under 3 minutes to play. Topeng Lagrama.
Back pick, corner exit.
Hierro is open. He fires too strong. Last touch ni Sandagon. (82-59). Huskers with a commanding lead. Joshua Dandoy to Flores. Here's Algin Andaya. Now with Baltazar. Andaya. Nice pass inside to Baltazar, who's fouled by Hierro.
May isa pa sana siyang dribble doon para makarating doon sa kabila, pero yung pagmamadali rin ni John kasi mabilis yung interior na depensa rin itong Quezon Huskers. So you gotta be quick with the decision making. Especially you have Simon Sandagon inside.
Baltazar at the line. (82-60). And Baltazar averaging 6 points per ball game this season to go with 3.7 rebounds. He's a 76% free throw shooter. We'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Ganda rin kasi ang bitaw sa free throw nito ni John Baltazar, kaya ganun kataas yung kanyang percentage.
Inside, Hierro, beautiful pass.
I think we've seen that play 3-4 times already in this game, and they've never been able to check that weak side 45 cut after that ball reversal. Takbuhan na naman ng Huskers.
Topeng, Opiso, Hierro, the extra pass, Abundo, the cut, Opiso, the layup, the foul.
Ball in the corner, ball on the wing. You expect there's a weak side cut. That's going to happen every time for the Huskers. And you know, they've just been excellent executing that today.
Opiso at the line. 81% free throw shooter. One of the heroes of last year's finals run.
Oh, grabe yung putback na yun.
Napalitan na eh. Wala na.
Oh. Ang bilis.
85-61. It was a good run.
Yeah.
Pero ganda ng bagong
oh, yes.
Ganda. Galing ha?
I love it. I love the first one, but this one's even really good.
Dandoy is at the line. Oh, this time, parehong teams nag-penalty dito. (85-62).
And Dandoy so far is seeing 7 minutes of action. here in this game. He's got 3 points.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Weak side cut again.
Mandagon had intentions but settled for that delivery to the rim.
Very subtle.
$32 points there. Quarter scoring, and Sandagon puts it in.
I'm a fan of teams that execute out of half-court sets based on principles, and I really feel that itong Quezon isa na yun sa mga top teams that do that for us. I just love all the movement, the space, and the pace that they create every time down the floor, let alone yung defense.
Mayero is stripped.
Good tap. Lalo na pagka itong Quezon Huskers run that ball reversal.
This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. 89-62. Topeng to Yero. 3. No. Algin Andaya ang nagdala ng bola ngayon. Cielo. Gandoy. Albo, who's been quiet in this ball game, and he draws the foul on a piso.
Well, kung babantayan mo naman si Richard Albo, if you're gonna make him put the ball on the floor and make extra dribbles, you would have already done your job defensively. Kasi itong si Richard Albo, kilala na yan, 3-pointer yan, lalo na top of the key, on a catch and shoot. Daming beses nang nakakita ang nakapasok ng 3-pointer yan, si Richard.
Now, Albo had 22 points in that loss to Zamboanga.
But that game, hindi ganun kataas yung kanyang field goal percentage. It was just 3 of 11. And he's much better than that percentage from 3. One-on-one.
10 seconds. Sandagon with the pick. Tagle for 3. Off. Albo with a rebound. Pagaran with the steal. And they run out of time, the Huskers. Strong second half performance again for Quezon. Their shooting is still up at 53% as we bring you the highlights of the game from SIP Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. That's a strong move from John Fa. But the Huskers are still in command. Fourth quarter coming right up. Quezon with an 89-62 lead. That's LJ Gonzalez's family. Going all the way from San Mateo, Isabela. This time, medyo malapit sila. Yan po ang ating Kickser fan of the game. Born for greatness. Kung ikumpara mo naman ang biyahe nila nung South Division Finals kung saan umabot sila ng Lucena. Malapit-lapit ngayon.
Oo. Pero grabe yung that moment when they showed the parents of and they won. Wow, that was,
yeah, that to me was still one of the signature moments of last season.
Right.
Yung pagkapanalo ng Quezon, coming back from a 1-0
Losing at home.
deficit in the series, and at the same time, winning game 2 in dramatic fashion. And then in game 3, LJ's parents arrived and inspire him to take charge in that really strong endgame performance galing sa kanya.
Tsaka yung series kasi na yun with game 1 and game 2, no home team has won on their floor. And so, that was on the balance with game 3, and for LJ to come up with such a performance, and let alone the story of the parents. Ang difference, 34-17 sa third quarter.
Bigat niyan.
Oo.
JP Sarao at the line. Meron na siyang 14 points. Make that 15.
He's 5 of 7 from the field on a 71% clip. Half of his shots from 3 have gone in.
Buntis. Eusebio.
John Fott trying to break down the defense of Mantagle.
That's a miss galing kay Decoy Lopez.
Medyo bumaba na yung percentage ni Decoy. Birthday boy on the 3.
Finally. Parang hinahanap talaga si Mantagle.
Oo. Yung unang pasok pa lang niya kanina, gusto nang bigyan nito Peng Lagrama sa 3. Kaya lang nadedepensahan nila Manila kanina. So they couldn't get to him.
93-62. Albo. He was looking for Decoy.
And you like for those stories of Mantagle, of course. One of the homegrown talents coming out of the Quezon Huskers team. Nakakitaan natin ng magandang performance in my recall in that, I think Pangasinan game yata yun eh.
Minerva, short on the layup. Albo, dire-diretso si Richard Ball. Pagaran able to come up with a stop. Topeng. Minerva finishes up top.
Napakalaking bagay that these guys, no? Minerva, Sandagon, JP Sarao, big men who can actually run the floor for the Huskers.
Albo for 3. No. Sarao grabs the rebound. Here comes Topeng. Pagaran all the way to the cup.
Well, the way it looks seems that this is another opponent that Manila's going to allow 100 points in their game.
What a pass here galing kay Topeng Lagrama. That's his 3rd assist of the game, and Pagaran is up to 6 points. It's a big lead here for Quezon, 37. 8 minutes remaining.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas, 50 tayo, 50 si MP. Kahati mo si Manny.
That's our fan outfit of the game, brought to you by LGR Sportswear, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Ganda ng Sabado nila.
Yeah.
Let's go to Gianna.
Sabi ni Coach Eric na ginagamit ng Quezon itong laro bilang isang oportunidad na makaprepare rin for their next games against Pangasinan and Pampanga. He had 2 phrases on his whiteboard today, hopeless end and endless hope, which was inspired by their Holy Week break. Kahit ano daw ang mangyari this season, dapat limitless ang kanilang paniniwala na masusungkit na nila ang national championship this season. Mental composure daw talaga ang edge ng Quezon compared to other teams. Coach Eric shares na sa mga ensayo nila, a different player gets to share a Bible verse every day and how it applies to their life, giving them as much time as they need to explain. Malaking bahagi daw ito sa samahan at kumpiyansa ng Huskers. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that report, Gianna. And, you know, ang ganda ng ginagawa ni Coach Eric dito for Quezon. And pretty much, yung team niya just keeps getting better. And yung samahan, ano eh, nasa-strengthen with all the activities and all the things that he does. Oh, Pagaran! What a move!
Yeah, and it's really, I feel the organization itself as well. Attorney Don and the rest of the people behind the Quezon have really done a good job of, CS3 right here released, really done a good job of building a positive culture for the Huskers.
That's the term really, yung kultura na binibuild nila dun sa Quezon. And, you know, if you're a player, and syempre may ano ka eh, makikita mo na pwede ako dyan sa Quezon mas interested ka na, you know, to join the team because of the culture na nakikita mo.
May inganyo ka talaga eh. Katulad nitong drive na to ni Pagaran, kita mo naman yan.
Oh, that's a beautiful move and a hang time. Medyo matagal-tagal siya sa area. Play of the game brought to you by OneXBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with OneXBet.
As you see, Decoy Lopez hit a 3, but staying on that Quezon thing, you know, I've always been a firm believer of great teams have standards, good teams have rules. And so the standards na pinut up nitong Quezon, talaga nga namang gugustuhin mong gayahin eh, if you're other organizations.
There was a tap available for Minerva kanina kay Pagaran. Yan, 3-second violation pa yung natawag. I thought it was a jump ball.
At saka si Coach Eric, one of the very passionate coaches that we see here.
Soft-spoken as well.
Pero in game, talagang ano eh, naramdaman mo yung love for the game. I agree in some of the situations that I got to hear him talk to his teams, talk to other people. Very soft-spoken nga ito si Coach Eric.
Very experienced as well, Coach Eric. Fa against Tagle, looking for Alvarez na agaw ni LJ. LJ on the move. LJ with a layup. Basket plus the foul.
That was all LJ in those two sequences, defense to offense. Knew that baseline drive could come up with that pass on the middle. See proud parents and family right there of LJ.
LJ Gonzalez here. Ibang klase. Ang layo na narating mo, LJ Gonzalez, but it's always nice to be back home. This free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompleto appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
I follow LJ's account on social media, one of the players that I follow. And I like when there was a part where he drove going back. I think dito yata yun eh. He went back to, I think it was farming or fishing something with the family, di ba? And his new
Dami
car.
na daw yan. Dami na daw lupa yan.
Talaga? Oh my.
Sikreto lang.
Sikreto lang. Pero
Well, he's really, you know, syempre ito
worked on it,
I know he still has a bright future ahead, LJ Gonzalez, pero syempre yung gusto mo, you look after your, you know, post-career, syempre may ano na rin.
In the horizon.
Oo, nag-iisip na rin kung ano pwedeng magawa. Negosyo. Get a special deal from OneXBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Oh, kasi at a certain point in time, lalo at a very young age, if you develop passive income, malaking bagay yan eh.
Niloloko ko nga yan eh. Sabi ko, sindero ka na daw ah. Balita ko ah. Sabi niya, hindi.
Napaka-humble pa rin.
Deny agad eh. Pagaran, look at him fly.
Oh boy, Pagaran's making a good point here in this game, showing off real well.
Eusebio Mintes, Pagaran, he's been active. Christian Pagaran, magbuhos, tubunyag sa ilalim, 2 points.
And what makes Pagaran, as you see Vince make that shot, impressive today is half of his shots have actually gone in. He's 4 out of 8. And really good shot selection, not forcing anything.
Oh, look at Fa. Oh! Ibang klase ka, Jan Fa.
Matindi yun.
You gotta break this down, Coach Mike. Crossover, bangga, spin, left-handed layup against the 6'7" Christian Bunyag.
Yeah, there was actually a very similar move that he did against Archie Concepcion, but that shot did not go in. And so this case for John Fa.
Let's go to Gianna.
Aminado si John Fa na nakakapagod daw talaga ang kanilang 13-hour trip here to Isabela pero tulog lang siya the entire time so he does feel refreshed. Masaya daw siya kasi kahit papano this season, nakakasabay na siya sa mga pro player and in order to do that, he spends a lot of his extra work focusing on core workouts para lumakas daw talaga siya. Sabi ni John na he is trying to improve his mental fortitude in the game, reading offensive plays of the opponent as a defender, and a huge factor in helping him do so is actually his criminology major. John is still going to school to get his undergrad degree in criminology while playing here in the MPBL. For him, it's all about balance and time management. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Gianna. And kitang-kita po namin yung lakas ng core ni John Fa.
Oo. Isipin mo yung bungguin ka ng ganon tapos may tira mo na
si
kaliwa.
Yero, no?
Oh, si Yero pa pala kanina.
Binangga niya si Yero.
Hindi inusog.
Inusog. Hindi man lang siya natinag eh. And you're seeing, you know, the right work ethic really from a kid.
Yeah. At natutuwa ako na papunta dito is nakapagpahinga siya, natulog siya. Dahil ako yung biyahe, ang taas ng adrenaline ko after ng mga games kahapon, hindi ako makatulog.
Yung ano na yan eh, blessing yan eh. Pag ganyan, na kahit gano'ng kahaba ang biyahe, nakapagpahinga ka.
Yes.
Bunyag inside, he scores.
And patuloy yung hirap pagdepensa sa loob ng interior para dito sa Manila. There really is just so much movement off ball. And the Bigs have been pretty good as well for the Huskers.
Batasar, masyado malakas ang kanyang tira sa ilalim. Here's Jodel. Inside, dumps it to Bunyag who misses. Here comes Fa. Fa, oh.
Doon medyo hindi na nausap.
Sabi siguro ni Hero, hindi na pwedeng maulit yun.
Oo. Immovable object na yung hinarap niya. But then, Yero was pretty much...
Medyo nag-flex.
But you know, these are things that John is gonna learn from, you know. There are some situations when you have to go around defenses and not right through them.
And kanina, nakita niya na usod niya si Hero eh. Ngayon, pinaghandaan siya.
Pero itong si John Fa, you see him also taking good care of his body as you see his output right here in the last game.
Really impressive. 22 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals against Zamboanga. He's got to work on his three-point shooting. He's 18% from beyond the arc, but yung mga numero niya, Coach, 13 a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2.6 steals.
And he's a rookie in a pro league. For you to be performing that way, napakalaking ano na yan, accomplishment. Underneath, John Baltazar.
111-75.
Really, for the most part, Manila has been allowing 105 points per game to their opponents. They are dead last in that department. And so, again, babalik ka dun sa pinag-uusapan natin kanina pa na depensa lalo na sa loob.
111-76. 3:40 remaining here in this ball game. Bunyag. Nalibre si Topeng. Oh, nice pass to Opiso. Bunyag with the extra pass. Hierro is at the corner. He'll fire 3. And a foul on Ambrosio.
Long closeouts generated. Kita mo naman yung haba ng mga binahe nung closeout na yun para sa ano? Para sa depensa ng Manila. Sa Isabela ba, ano ang delicacy? Meron bang ganun? Kasi di ba sa mga ibang like
Marami.
hapang Pangasinan, it's puto, di ba?
Oh, marami.
I have to,
Masarap food dito.
yeah, I have to research some of that and ask some of my kakilala here.
Niyero.
8 points already to his name.
Nine in the ball game, 113 to 76. More time on the floor para kay Christian Pagaran. Baltasar. Fa. Bitawan ng bola. Nagrama, the swing. Sevilla to Tagle for 3. Fa comes up with a steal. Topeng picks the pocket of Fa.
Experience versus youth na yun. At that moment.
Bunyag sa ilalim. Ambrosio Mintis. Bunyag pulls down the rebound. Tagle. 2.5 minutes to play. Here's Eman Tagle. The runner, Eman Tagle. 8 in the ball game for Eman. Ambrosio being forceful there. He draws the foul.
And more guys coming off the bench for Manila, given more exposure here as we try and wind down this game.
Still 2 more games here sa Capital Arena. We have a good one in the second game, Pasay against Batangas. And in the main game, the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys taking on the Jensen Warriors.
That'll be a good one.
117 to 77 is the count. Quezon on their way to win number 7. Pagaran! The throwdown! Finally, Christian Pagaran. It was only a matter of time for Christian Pagaran to finally finish up top.
The athleticism you were mentioning early on when he came in, early part of this game, just in full display right there.
Great pass from Sevilla, threading the needle, and Pagaran. Ito yung mga dunk ng mga high leaper eh.
Oo.
High flyer talaga kasi dalawang paa yung sabay na pagtalon eh.
Yung 2-foot na na jump na ganon, ibang klase. That's why you love guys like, I mean in the NBA, you love Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook. Those guys very explosive on their dunks of their 2 feet. And ganda, gusto ko rin yung read ni Sevilla on that backdoor pass. That's half of that dunk too.
Fa to Bautista. That's a 3 and that's short. The pick ends up with Fa. Quickly to Baltazar. Gusto pang i-challenge si Pagaran.
Hinabol pa no? But this is a good showing for Pagaran. In games like this, really yung mga opportunities na tinitake ng mga bench players really would matter eventually as they try and go for more games this season.
Sevilla could not knock down the 3. Eusebio to Fa. Fa. Nice kick out. Hawkeye continues his fine shooting in this ball game.
Hindi pa rin naubusan ng bala.
A little over a minute remaining. All over but the final score here. Lagrama. Pagaran, that's a 3. No good. Naagaw Inigo ang bola against Sevilla. There's Fa now. Off-balance shot. He draws the foul on Pagaran.
And those are some of the, I feel, things that eventually John is gonna work on, especially as he get coached by his coaches here in Manila. Yung balance ba? Alam natin, mabilis, malakas. Pero yung balance niya, pag lalo na yan, pag na-improve niya, it just brings more justice to his speed, especially that burst as he gets off to start a dribble or a layup.
John Fa. This ang pangalawang free throw. And this is a very, very professional win para dito sa Quezon Huskers. Getting the job done on the road. You know, ang maganda dito, they get some the other guys get some confidence, get some time on the floor, and also avoiding injuries.
Yeah. And it's the quality playing time and the minutes by the guys off the bench, specifically sila Pagaran. And you can see the same for Eman Tagle for a few moments on the floor. And ang ganda rin ng sinimula ng ni JP Sarao. They really have just been total team effort here for the Huskers. Very professional win, ika nga.
Not sure why they fouled there because
it's almost done.
Almost done. And Tagle will duly oblige. He can reach double figures here. Eman Tagle already with 9 points. Make that 10. Lagrama steals the ball, and that will do it. Quezon Huskers grab their 7th win in 8 games so far this season. They tightened their grip of top spot in the South after a huge win on the road against the Manila Batang Quiapo.
Right, they tried to kept it close earlier in the first quarter with those very timely threes by Decoy Lopez, but Huskers really went to who they are.
The best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. It's a happy homecoming for LJ Gonzalez right in front of family and friends here in Isabela. He is our best player of the game and really did not force anything. 16 points, 5 rebounds and 7 assists and 3 steals. A complete performance again from LJ, and you gotta be happy for him because nandito yung pamilya niya. Napanood siya live na minsan lang nangyayari. 123-82 Quezon with a victory. Let's go to Gianna Llanes.
Yes, Adelph and Coach Mike, I am with our best player of the game. Of course, from San Mateo, Isabela, but repping the Quezon Huskers, LJ Gonzalez with 16 points. LJ, napaka-espesyal nga itong laro para sa iyo. Ito ang unang pagkakataon na makakalaro ka dito or na nakalaro ka dito sa Isabela, your hometown in your professional career, at andito rin ang pamilya mo. So, gaano kasaya ka ngayon na nakuha mo itong best player honor?
Unang-una, nagpapasalamat kami kay God dahil binigay niyo itong panalo sa amin. And sa mga sumusuporta sa amin, maraming salamat. At sobrang happy kami na nakuha namin yung panalo dito pa sa hometown namin. And talagang pinagandaan din namin yung Manila kasi lahat naman sila nagtitraining. Pare-parehas lang naman kami. So binigay lang namin yung best namin, yung 100% namin sa game. And yun lang siguro.
Alam namin yung next 2 games nyo ay medyo intense. You'll be facing Pangasinan and of course Pampanga. So paano nyo paghahandaan pa yung mga laro na yon?
Siguro yung mga pagkukulang pa namin dito sa game, siguro kailangan pa namin trabahuin. And siguro number 1 dyan yung defense namin kasi doon nagsisimula yung doon nagsisimula sa defense yung panalo namin.
LJ, I'm sure na proud rin sa inyo ang inyong bosses at supporters ng Quezon Huskers. Pasalamatan mo naman sila.
Pinapasalamatan ko nga pala sila Gob, Helen Tan, Boss RD, Kong Mike, Doc Kim Tan, Mayor Ralph Lim, and thank you rin sa Jack Liner at kay Boss Gerard Chua. Shout out sa 4K Party List. And sa family ko na andun nanonood, maraming salamat sa inyo.
LJ, last question. Pwede mo bang pasalamatan rin lahat ng mga kababayan mo dito na sa Ilocano?
Agyaman na kanyayo amin ta napangkait toy. Suportahan da kami hanggang malpasati MPBL. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
Thank you very much, our best player of the game, LJ Gonzalez. We will let you celebrate now with your family. Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Back to you, Sadelf and Coach Mike. May babatiin pa daw si LJ?
Binabati ko nga pala yung girlfriend ko, si Quezon Kuya. See you soon.
Of course, we can't forget that. Once again, thank you very much to our best player of the game, LJ Gonzalez. Back to you, Sadelf and Coach Mike.
Okay na, LJ? Okay na. Ayos na. Ayos na. Yun ang pinaka-importanting bate. Ayun yung hindi mo pwedeng kalimutan. But what a homecoming for LJ Gonzalez. Congratulations, LJ. And such a great moment to greet all the fans here in Ilocano. But up next, it's Batangas against Pasay. A nice matchup with, a brewing rivalry as well, with Pasay winning last season via a game winner from Lawrence Victoria. So, abangan nyo yan. Ang gandang laban. Batangas against Pasay.
Ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahihirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administration ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi ipagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabati ko yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap. Yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang darating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked, and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, magkaisa tayo, isipin natin